Hello everyone, this is Dark and we are playing some Ark Mobile. Today I'll be showing you the best way to solo farm black pearls. Let's do it. Alright, so if you're watching this video, you're probably thinking about making tech items and you haven't figured out yet how to gather enough black pearls to match the tech items that you want to make. As I'm sure you've seen, tech items require a lot of element, number one, but also a lot of black pearls, and black pearls are not a easy to gather or common item on the island. Now there are four main ways to gather black pearls. The first way is all along the edge of the map on the bottom of the ocean floor. There are these little sea scorpions and little sea snails. They're called Eurypterids and Ammonites. I might be butchering those two names, but those are all along the bottom of the ocean floor, along the edge of the map. They're rare to find. There's usually a couple in random locations. They take a little while to find though, but they will very rarely drop, 1 to 2 black pearls. When I was trying it, I might have been able to find like 1 black pearl out of 4 or 5 that I killed, and it took a while to even find enough to kill them to get a black pearl. Trilobites will also drop the same amount. Very rarely. They can be found along the beach, but those are also super rare in Ark Mobile and painful to actually find and then get lucky enough to get a black pearl when you harvest them. Another method to gather black pearls is with an otter. So an otter will actually harvest a dead fish's body if it's close enough to the top. If you're in the middle of the ocean, the otter will go straight to the top of the water level and won't be able to harvest it if the fish is not right at the top along the level of the water. But if you're in like one of the riverbeds, it will harvest the dead fish's body and will occasionally and really just very rarely get a black pearl out of it, just like the sea scorpions and the trilobites that are on the ocean floor. It's the same kind of rarity. It's not likely you're going to get a black pearl out of the dead fish's body when the otter harvests it, but it is a possibility. Now the third way to gather black pearls is not really a solo friendly type of method. It's really geared more for large tribes and alliances that have the ability to not only tame end game level tames, but also to keep them and not have them killed on a PvP server. So either it'd have to be a large, dominant tribe or alliance that's on a PvP server, or a solo player or tribe that is on a PvX or PvE server that has the ability to actually get that type of tame. So those two tames I'm talking about are mainly the Tuso, which is the large squid underwater, and the Mosa, which is the large, it's like the T-Rex under the sea, or the Giga that's under the sea. Same kind of concept. Both of those tames can be difficult to tame unless you're, like I said, a very high level player or with experience, or if you're part of a large tribe or alliance where you have the ability to work together to tame those tames. Now how that method works though is you essentially have to go and hunt and kill alpha Mosasaurs. So one of those creatures you would want to tame is a Mosasaur, but you want to go and look for alpha Mosasaurs. Just like an alpha T-Rex or an alpha Raptor or an alpha Carno, there's alpha Mosasaurs under the sea. They are not easy to kill, they have a lot of health, do a lot of damage, but when you do kill them, you get 100 black pearls out of the kill, which is a great number of black pearls to get from one single kill. Now the other caveat to this though is they are not easy to find. They're rare. If you've ever tried looking for a alpha T-Rex, they're not easy to find either. Sometimes you get lucky and you find one, maybe even 2 within a day or 2, but other times you won't see one for quite a while. You could swim across the whole ocean and you might not find one. It might take you a few hours just to find one. And so now because of that, it's just really not a very efficient method either. So the fourth method is definitely my favorite method. It is, in my opinion, the best method for a solo player, and possibly even the best method for a tribe or alliance. Essentially what you do is you run the dungeons. And now I know what you're thinking. You're probably saying, Dark, do you really get enough black pearls from dungeon runs to actually, have enough of them to craft the tech items? And the answer is yes. So when I found out that you can get black pearls from a dungeon run, I thought the same exact thing. I thought, well, do I really get enough? And so what I did this past week is I ran this past week's dungeon 10 times. And that's 10 different times, and I added up all the black pearls that I was able to gather. And over the course of 10 different dungeon runs, I gathered a grand total of 100 black pearls. Now yes, that's the equivalent of one alpha Mosasaur kill. So yeah, you could gather just as many black pearls from killing an alpha Mosasaur as running 10 dungeons, which 10 dungeons is not a joke either. But if you need a ton of black pearls in order to craft tech items, then you must have ran the dungeon several times already. You only get 10 element per dungeon run and 15 during the blitz week they do every 7 or 8 weeks. So in order to get enough element to craft the tech items you want, you have to run the dungeon several times anyways, meaning you should be able to gather a decent amount of black pearls too. Now, I recorded each individual dungeon run that I did when I did these 10 dungeons, so that I could track exactly how many pearls I was getting each individual run. Because while I did average 10 black pearls per run, because 100 black pearls over the course of 10 runs, I did not get 10 black pearls every single run. There was a couple runs where I got 20 black pearls. I believe there was one where I got 30. There was one or two where I got 10. And then there were a few that I also got no black pearls. At the very end of this video, I showed a short video of each individual inventory. I cut each dungeon video down to just the inventory picture at the end of it, so you could see exactly how many black pearls I gathered each individual run, so you could look at it. But long story short is, don't waste your time on the island trying to go and farm and gather black pearls by hunting alpha Mosasaurs, or trying to use the method with the sea snails or the otters and the dead fish. Just run the dungeons. Again, if you're going to need the black pearls to craft the tech items, you're also going to need the element, which means you should be running the dungeons anyways. So really my advice is just run the dungeons, and you should over time have enough black pearls that are the equivalent of how much element you have and how many tech items you can actually craft with that element. Now, hopefully this video has been helpful for you. If you've learned anything new, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell. I'm trying to post at least a weekly video, maybe 2 per week, just on how-to with different Ark Mobile type things, different tips and tricks. I might be doing some top 5, top 10 videos. All of my videos are going to revolve around Ark Mobile. So if you did like this video, if you learned anything new, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If there's anything you want me to do a video on, if there's anything I can help you out with, please leave a comment. Let me know what I can do my next video on, and what I could try to help you out with in the future. Until then, though, my name is Dark, and I will see you next time.